Oh, and that's Zubayr.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
Thank you.
I already see this as a... Really? Are we really gonna be at the ending
We
already?
should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before.
Oh, that's
so
why she was so
this'll be a great
nervous.
opportunity. Everyone will love you.
I'm still not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Huh. Alright. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inayah has something great to tell you all!
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say?
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath, in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste.
Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
So when Inayah was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present.
Yep. She looks really nervous.
Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community. But it looks like Nilou's trying to ease her through.
Actually, Inayah had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inayah!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this.
Is Mr. Zubayr here?
Oh, what? Oh, great, it's an Akademiya
Sheikh
researcher.
This is an urgent notice from the Akademiya. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
What
I knew
a
it shouldn't happen.
condescending guy.
He's an
What's his
Akademiya
deal?
researcher. Most of them are like this.
Since Zubayr Theater has long violated the Akademiya's policies and orders,
Oh,
we
since
have
when?
decided to demolish it. As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30
Of
days.
course, the Akademiya
After
was not
which,
gonna
you will report to
stand
the
by this.
Akademiya for further punishment.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
It's just like the Samsara. Nothing
Little
changed.
girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubayr. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place?
Because it's
The
their source of
Akademiya has
wisdom.
never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time.
And I'm not even surprised
This isn't
about
the
that.
first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual.
That's pure bias, though.
But our
That makes no
audience
sense for
isn't
them.
the Akademiya. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods.
If the theater actually gets demolished, many people will become displaced.
Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so
Then again, they've always been scummy.
I also don't know how we can stop them.
It's just like Act
I
2
do
all
not
over
wish to
again.
explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already given you
No, you
sufficient
didn't.
notice.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits,
Oh,
Father?
what?
Huh? Father? Their family?
That's why she felt so outside.
What's Akademiya? This is all because you don't like Zubayr Theater. You're just using the Akademiya.
I mean, to be fair, the Academia itself is corrupt as it
Let me
is.
tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up.
Isn't that rather
and make
ironic for the
preparations to
Academia?
shut down at once.
Isn't it the Academia that's been blinded by their own folly?
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up.
Seriously? Just like that?
I'll go talk to them again tomorrow. The storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with.
You just could give up just like that? Really?
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
There's no need to apologize, Nilou. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The Academia has already given you many warnings?
Hi, Mom. You should know this by now.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the
Exactly.
arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater.
So it really has to do with Inayah.
After Inayah ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubayr Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with
I mean,
them.
well, how close-minded her father is, I wouldn't blame her.
I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no
It's just like
reason to
Dunyazar's
listen
parents.
to the Academia, right? Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight.
Listen, Paimon. We will destroy the Academia 3.2. Right now, we can't do much here. That won't solve the underlying problem.
That's true.
I'll try to think of something.
We can destroy the Academia later, not right now though.
State of fear and uncertainty. What to do? What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your
Yeah,
show
that's something
somewhere
that she
else?
considered in Act 2. That was not gonna work.
Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out.
Scholar.
That also doesn't sound like it'll work.
I think a scholar once told me that the differences can be settled through a debate.
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
We just need to prove that the theater existence has value.
Oh, if we can prove to Inayah's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater.
I see. Defeating him in a debate. It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a researcher?
You're not gonna point this at Nilou, are you? Really?
No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
You debate to prove that you're right. Nilou, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
I'll do my best to help.
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two.
And here I thought this was gonna be a dating simulator.
All right.
Again.
I've decided. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone.
There you go.
That's our Nilou. We're rooting for
The pose. Again.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
I thought you were gonna suggest Inayah. I guess not. I mean, Nilou also, like, is also fitting for this as well. Oh, just talk to random people, okay.
Trying to best the Akademiya in a debate is attempting the impossible.
Not unless you try it.
If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most. Things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
Exactly.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the Akademiya that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with.
Yeah, I noticed.
He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate. You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilou's feelings. When all's said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inayah!
Sorry, I've ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilou shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
There's nothing in this world that is impossible.
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inayah. We're up against the Akademiya. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubayr Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets.
Exactly.
I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, I'm still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father, but what about the entire theater combined? Then we should have a chance, right?
Right.
Wisdom isn't justified by knowledge.
Right, Miss Nilou. Beat the bad guy. Justice will prevail. Make him eat dirt.
Okay.
You two. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging words. I'll do my best.
Well said back there, Nilou.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start
doing
preparing
fine.
now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation.
All right, time to pull everyone's thoughts.
Those are just 3 random people?
Mr. Zubayr, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether.
Well, the Academia changed. So, this might have something to do with Inayah.
Yes, I know. But
I mean, like,
anyone
they're saying it might be
staying
something to do with
theater
Inayah,
is
but at the
one
same
of
time,
us.
the Academia did change for the
If I
worse.
can't even
Ever
protect
since
the
the
members
Fatui
of the
invaded.
theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager.
So it's a mix of both, don't you
In
think?
summary, you need sufficient
they're
confidence
not going
and
with
strict
that.
adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have the authority to demolish the theater. As long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
Alright, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The Academia sure likes to get its nose into everyone's business. While you
Which is all the more
prepare
reason
for
that they need to be
debate,
shut
I
down.
will
This
also
time for
prepare
good.
the theater for the potential aftermath. It's best to prepare for the worst outcome.
Expect the
Once
best,
you're
but
done
prepare for the
chatting,
worst.
Do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Do we really have to?
Right now,
Or is hope for the
no one's in
best
right
and
frame
prepare
of
for the
mind to
worst.
perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. This is the only way. Nilou, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubayr. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all
Sure.
that we can, and leave the rest to fate.
No, that her could be one of the 2 people.
My teacher. She was an
Oh,
excellent
never mind.
dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time,
I
later,
should have
I'd
learned
be
to shut
happy
up.
Tell you more about her.
Yeah, I should have learned to just shut up. Honestly, I was gonna say that her could either be someone related to Nilou or it could be the goddess of flowers. Because if you guys in the activity was confirmed that Nilou's attire is inspired by the goddess of flowers. Thing is, they say her attire is inspired by the goddess of flowers, but at the same time, I'm like, this is her actual character design.
I've gained a whole new level of respect for you. Inayah was right. It's true that I couldn't bear to bring down Nilou. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though. I just felt like I didn't have the right to say anything. After all, Nilou was the one who bravely stepped up and proposed to fight back. I didn't have that kind of courage or initiative. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke badly of Nilou without doing anything to help. She knows better than any of us how difficult this path will be.
Okay, not you, I guess. Red card, really? Okay.
I didn't expect you all to challenge the Academia. That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing.
Oh,
and
don't
no
worry.
one,
We're gonna be
and I
challenging
was
Academia
always
again
charging
in
into
like
the most
17 days.
dangerous of
17, 16
places.
days. Don't worry.
I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
Sorry. If the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you, Soren, and Abi will all...
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if the building gets demolished, its people will still all be here. Have faith in the resilience of an adventurer.
God, that sounds like
We can
really dark
always
foreshadowing
figure
for the
something
entirety of
out.
Sumeru.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Ah, so that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene has also just passed his theater exam. He can start acting soon. He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have become a happier person? That's hard to say.
Are you trying to make us feel better?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise for Serene and Abi. Similarly, even if this theater disappears...
Honestly, everything the red card's saying just sounds like really ominous foreshadowing for the ending of Sumeru, and I don't like it. No, like, not what she's trying to say, like, don't take it the wrong way.
Concepts.
But it just sounds like really ominous foreshadowing.
We choose to see things.
You have a point.
Nilou, I know how important Zubayr Theater is to you. But you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you. The theater won't go down so easily.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
He's already a first-rate adventurer.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste everyone's words of encouragement. I feel a lot better.
Good. My children and I will be cheering you on at the debate.
Donnie? Okay, I guess it's you.
Paimon doesn't really want to talk to him.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward a suggestion.
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now seems like an appropriate time to revisit it. What do you think is the meaning of art?
Oh, this again?
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou. This guy's ramblings never make any sense.
No. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours, and it is close to my own. The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is something that the Akademiya can never understand.
Not to be close-minded, but rather be open-minded in a way. I guess guess that's indirectly kind of like that, I don't know. You seem to have many stories of your own.
I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I found that I could comprehend even the most complex and sophisticated of works, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilou's performances.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while those in the house immersed themselves in the wondrous ambiance. In all
My
honesty,
God.
from a purely critical point of view, the performances here are exceedingly average.
Hey, don't say something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even
In a logical
me.
standpoint, you could say it's
I
average.
realized then that
But
I
in an
had walked
artistic
the wrong
standpoint,
road. The mastery of art was never what I
it is
truly
excelling.
wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. For this is where I can finally find what I seek. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer value. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way... Mr. Zubayr and I refused to follow the Akademiya's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
Exactly.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care
People should
not
not be
for
burdened
where
by
my
the
feet
constant
may take
pursuit of
me
knowledge
next.
or the whole concept
But
of
Nilou,
knowledge.
You need to remember one thing.
They should not.
You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the Akademiya.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.